Let's bring back in Michael J. Brown and John Phillips. Oh, boy. Oh, John Phillips, you see a lot of cases with marital problems. My goodness. What did you think when you heard about this one?
Okay, so here we go. I heard about this one from Joe Exotic. So they covered...
Your client, for anybody who doesn't know, you represent him.
Right. So they covered Joe Exotic's zoo, and Jeff Lowe filled Aaron with a bunch of lies and like took him across the park, and like they had Joe committing murders that that never existed. And so, you know, at a point, Ghost Adventures was on our hit list of possible people to sue for defamation. And so when all of this kind of as the world is going crazy, came full circle, and now Aaron's a part of a murder for hire himself, you know, Joe was like, ha, 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 that's what you get. I always, you know, take the approach from the victims like, wow, you know, and to you know, then you loop in the prison phone and texting a prison inmate about, you know, his connections to murder for hire. This one is pure sensationalism and fascinating.
Wow. So we didn't know that. We learned something else new. Joe Exotic and Aaron Goodwin have beef, is what you're telling us.
They do.
Two.
They certainly do.
All right. Well, that's interesting. Joe Exotic breaking the news to you, John. How about it? Michael J. Brown, how much trouble is Victoria Goodwin in that they've got these messages going both ways? Like, why you should write to Grant Amato? I have no idea. She's looking to leave her marriage. Why she finds that guy, but she did. What do you think is going to sink her in all this?
Yeah, John hit it on the head. I mean, the text messages are so damning. The lesson to be learned for these folks is you don't communicate with people in jail. Everything is monitored, the phone calls, the messagings, the letters. So they are extremely damning. The only defense attorney hat, the only thing I did think of is renunciation. I only say that because that's buyer's remorse, right? That's the lay term for buyer's remorse, because although all of this was done, I think, in October and the end of last year, apparently there's postings of them happy couple, everything's great. So renunciation is if you back off that crime and take all steps to try to prevent it from happening, that's a defense. So I don't know if that's something out there, but that just came to my mind because things may have turned, or it simply could have been a facade and she still was looking to go forward. But yes, she's in a lot of trouble, yes.
Yes, Michael J. Brown, this is why you're a high-profile criminal defense attorney. What you just said, I have to tell you, I was up late last night trying to figure out how this plot was foiled, and I couldn't find anything to show me that it was. In terms of reporting out there, so we don't know. Like you said, they may have decided buyer's remorse, not going to go through with it. Well, all we know is that there was a certain day where Grant, you know, creepy Grant in his prison cell is texting whoever the hitman is, telling him where Aaron Goodwin was and his hotel in California and asking whether it's done. So renunciation might be what Victoria goes with. Thank you both for such great analysis. As always, John Phillips, Michael J. Brown, you guys are the best. We have to let you go, and we got to continue on to Court TV Live. That is it for opening statements.